Okay, we got 5 color on the left. That would be Jacob. And on the right, we have Eldrazi. That would be Paulo. Let's see how this goes. Ancient Tomb passed the turn. Wasteland.
Flexible just came out when I was playing.
We've seen the Eldrazi deck on stream a few times recently get rocked by land destruction of various kinds. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Tamio. People in the chat rooting for Paulo. Harry Houdini has gifted a sub. 127 now on the channel for Harry Houdini, who continues to be a pillar of the 90s MTG community. Number 4 all-time on our leaderboard. Thank you, Harry. We couldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it. All right, a ponder after Tamio makes a... Oh, God. Is that supposed to be a clue? The red sleeve? Oh. Oh, my God. What is that?
Attempt to cast Fable.
Sure.
Is that a manifest dread on the battlefield? Unclaimed Territory and Eldrazi Temple are the lands on Paulo's side. Here's It That Betrays. No, that's Glaring. Oh, man. This happened to me on yesterday's stream. The Muckbanger.
And how amazing it was, like, the most disgusting part I ever had.
I'm going to get a meticulous archive.
Glaring Flesh Raker. Flesh Banger. Yorion has been revealed. It's in the top center of your screen, sitting there ready to go. No companion indicator card either. Agent Potato has arrived, says, sorry, I'm late. Have a doctor's note treating for a mild case of tempo. Yeah. Well, at least it wasn't product fatigue, AJ Potato, a real thing that people suffer from and isn't funny.
Cast Up the Beanstalk.
Here's Up the Beanstalk. I make this mistake every stream. I eat a bunch of almonds before the stream, and then I'm like choking on almonds. All right, so Swords of Plowshares takes out the Muckbanger.
Go to combat. Clue.
Tamio attacks, makes another awful clue.
Okay, hold on. Let me just...
Correcting the positioning of that Muckbanger. It is in exile. That one's Muckbanger. What's the other one called?
I'm just going to attack first.
What's the red one called? The Clothes Hanger?
I'm going to do the same sequence.
Yep.
And trigger.
Eldrazi Cookie Baker? Line Banger? Oh, the Linebacker, yeah.
Go ahead.
Kozilek's Command. X is 1. Trying to eliminate Tamio. And make a spawn. Force. Pitching Force.
Resolve Force will.
Tamio lives on. The 2 clues are the red sleeve in the top center of your screen. We'll see if Tamio can flip in this game. The Tamio Planeswalker Inquisitive Scholar is a good one. Inquisitive Student has been an interesting addition to the Legacy format, I would say. Here's Fable of the Mirror Breaker, a card that we don't see that frequently in Legacy these days, but still a staple, I guess. The amount of Fable of the Mirror Breaker I've seen in Legacy recently has dropped quite a bit. What's going to be Jacob's Goblin token? Let's see.
I am going to play a Cavern Souls naming position.
Sure.
I will tap it.
Okay, at least a cool Goblin token.
Arena.
Sure.
Attack with 2.
So, it's not it is uncomfortable. Yeah, no.
So Paulo has played an Ancient Tomb. maybe going to follow up with some more exciting Eldrazi here. Hasn't really had a powerful start to this game. But these Eldrazi decks can, even late game, drop some Eldrazi on the board and start attacking and win. So this is not over. Thought Not Seer, there's a start.
Mystery Forest, Leyline Binding, Swords of Flashes.
Misty Rainforest, Leyline Binding, and Swords of Plowshares. Going for Leyline Binding. Okay. Okay. At least Swords of Plowshares will gain Paulo some life, I guess. Cracking a fetch now. We may see an end step Thought Not Seer elimination here. No, actually just going for Xander's Lounge. Okay. That would be the Grixis land.
My turn. Draw for turn.
Maestros, for those of you that are not obsessed with Alara block.
Trigger Fable the Mirror Breaker.
Some of you are obsessed. All right, Misty Rainforest gets cracked here. Oh, it gets sacrificed. Discarded. I said the wrong thing twice. Discarded to Fable of the Mirror Breaker. All right, Swords on the Thought Not Seer. Draw a card.
I'll draw card. Trigger Cameo.
Okay, Tamio will flip. Inquisitive Scholar will plus up to 4 loyalty.
Attack you for 2. Trigger, make a treasure.
Goblin Shaman attacks, make a treasure. Brainstorm for Jacob now. Paulo needs to get the offense up and running. This is slipping away quickly. Wasteland on Ancient Tomb. Okay. Is it better to hit Ancient Tomb or Eldrazi Temple there? I don't know. Kind of past the point in this game where, you know, the early Sowing that's so funny. I was about to mention Sowing Microspawn. All right, so Sowing Microspawn getting cast now, but a little bit late to the party. I mean, we already have a developed board on Jacob's side, but you could see games where the Sowing Microspawn comes down a bit earlier, blows up some key lands, especially for a 5-color control deck like this, like the Meticulous Archive and Xander's Lounge. And then fetch Eye of Ugin. Okay, Eye of Ugin's now on the board. Some rearranging over here on Jacob's side.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to crack the clue.
Okay, end step sacking one of the clues to draw a card. Waves 31 has arrived, says probably should have wasted Eldrazi Temple. Don't think there's much non-Eldrazi spells in the deck. Yeah, I guess my thinking on that was make them pay 2 life if they want to use their land. I don't know how important it is, though. Maybe if I had to, like, say what was the correct one, I would say you're supposed to waste Eldrazi Temple there.
Start with the Brainstorm.
But I'm not super strong on it. All right, Brainstorm. Tamio is not yet plus this turn. Reflections of Kiki Jiki now on the board, summoning Sick. There's a Goblin Shaman. Top left of your screen, there's a treasure sitting underneath up the beanstalk. And then the red face-down card in a sleeve is the clue token. Richard and Pizza says, which one does the spreadsheet say is the correct one to Wasteland? Richard and Pizza, I have no frickin' idea. Chandlertron says homesick, great to catch the stream live. Get well soon. And then a resub from Chandlertron, 13 months. Appreciate that.
Rocker. Cast Leyline Binding, trigger.
Leyland Binding, 2 Beanstalk triggers. Jacob jumping way ahead on cards, going to exile this Sowing Mika Spawn.
I'll attack you for 2, make another treasure. I took one to fetch, pass 2.
Urion sitting top center. Just trying to keep everybody posted what's on the board here. Ooh, what's this card? Oh, this is the green one whose name I also don't remember. This is oh crap. These Eldrazi from MH3, I just cannot remember their names. My brain is not capable of remembering. Eldrazi Repurposer, I believe, is this one. It's one of the less commonly seen new Eldrazi, but it does get some play.
I have a distinct memory of there was a music festival in South called Bumbershoot. I watched the Oz.
Oh, was that a different card? Wait, which one was that? Did I get that wrong? Territory Color? Was that what that was? It was a little bit hard to see with the foiling. Apologies.
Take 3 of these guys. I'll go to combat. Attack you for 10. Make 2 treasures.
Okay, 4th year Lingus. It looks like. Big attack. Become the Monarch. I think this game is completely out of reach for Paulo at this point, but we'll see. Okay, game 1 goes to 5 color. Anybody rooting against the Eldrazi, that was a victory for you. Okay, so Twitch chat seems to think that was Territory Color. My bad. My bad. I don't think I've seen Territory Color on Legacy tables before.
That's fine.
How many cards in Paulo's deck? I'm assuming it's just a 60-card deck. It might look tall. Some of these people use, some of these players use those thicker inner sleeves. I don't even know what they're called. All right, Lotus Petal, Eye of Ugin.
You can't pay for
Line Breaker. What happened here?
Go ahead.
Volcanic Island Pass.
Because the Line Breaker, you have to pay a colorless. Paulo forgot that. Yeah.
No problem.
You do still have to pay the colorless in the cost. It's not just reduced by Eye of Ugin. All right, Lotus Petal getting sacked here. Nope. Just It That Betrays using Eldrazi Temple.
So I'll target this.
That's fine.
I get
Consign to Memory, countering the Line Breaker. It That Betrays will stick. So Eldrazi Temple was able to split its colorless mana between the 2 spells, which makes sense.
A float one? Sure.
I'm gonna fetch.
Just a pig. Thank you for the sub with Prime. 11 months. Appreciate that.
So now, no, we're not on the checklist.
Will Just a Pig stick with us for one more month and get the 1-year badge? I don't know if we can count on it, but we'll see. Here's Damping Sphere. That's interesting.
Yeah, just makes one mana.
One, and one.
This one still reduces the cost, but when it makes mana, it only makes one. Okay.
Damping Sphere, an interesting one.
So, we have 2 Margaritas.
One green. Okay.
Attack. 4.
Sure. 15.
Okay, so we make a spawn. No kicker. Just going to search for a land here, put it into play. A forest, it looks like from Zendikar or Battle for Zendikar. Very flavorful choice. The land choice is Cavern of Souls, naming Eldrazi. It that betrays will attack.
Is that cavern?
Yeah. Okay.
Cavern of Souls is a nasty one.
Trigger done.
Yes.
I don't know the name of the Lord of the Rings Cavern of Souls, but I've seen these in person. I played against Paulo, and this Lord of the Rings Cavern of Souls looks amazing. Like, I wish I had some. All right, up the beanstalk. Trigger draw. Is it Path of the Dead? Whatever it is, it looks dope. All right, Scalding Tarn, pass the turn.
Eldrazi.
Secluded Courtyard, naming Eldrazi, of course.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
One green. Yeah. 2. Green.
I have so much green here and I didn't draw any of it.
Okay, so we make a spawn with kicker is nasty here. Seems like Paulo's going to gonna hit Volcanic Island and search for land. Harry says this isn't my preferred version of the Eldrazi deck. What would be the preferred version, Harry? Finding Wasteland and then wasting Savannah. This is gross. This is kind of what I was talking about in game 1, that, you know, these starts from the Eldrazi deck are really hard to beat for 5-color. Just one land in play now with some ridiculous amount of power on the board.
It's the nomads, obviously. It's doing this, not the shooter.
Could potentially be facing lethal next turn if a line breaker hits. Cavern of Souls available. Yeah, Damping Sphere not looking very interesting right now for sure. It didn't do a whole lot in this game, unfortunately. Scalding Tarn getting cracked here. Xander's Lounge. Yeah, the Mika Spawn is a nightmare for these control decks for sure. Maybe not the basic heavy Jeskai builds that we've been seeing. Like we've seen Audrey play those on stream recently.
Leyline Binding.
Wayland Binding. Gonna remove a Sewing Mika Spawn, okay.
I paid 2 for it.
Oh my goodness. I've been calling this card It That Betrays the whole time, haven't I? It's It That Heralds the End. Did I say the wrong name? These Eldrazi... I suck at keeping track of these Eldrazi. It That Heralds the End. I think I put the wrong card up several times during this match. I have failed.
Yes.
Anyway, we're going to game 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah.
So frustrating. It's hard enough for some of the viewers to keep track of what cards are up on the screen, and then I keep screwing it up. I'm so sorry, everybody.
I'm gonna keep this one. You're keeping 7? No.
Okay, with Yurion revealed, Jacob has mulliganed to 6. Paulo will mulligan one more time, it looks like. Yeah, the Damping Sphere did not do a whole lot in that game. It really didn't.
Yes.
I don't know if that one game is proof that Damping Sphere isn't that effective against this Eldrazi deck, but everything worked out for Paulo there. It's disruptive for sure.
Well, you might have a surgical stone. Well, you can cast surgical.
Yeah.
Well, but cool now.
Oh, okay. So Multa 6 for both. Both players Multa 6. Misty Rainforest crack. Pass the turn. It'll probably crack and find a tapped land. Maybe Xander's Lounge. Maybe Meticulous Archives. Cavern of Souls to start the game. That's not a good sign. Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. Uh-oh.
This goes directly in.
Yeah, because it's mills. It's mills, yeah.
Chalice on 1. Okay, that can be countered on the stack. It will be problematic if it sticks, but isn't the end of the world for the Leyline Binding deck.
Mill my deck.
And then you're gonna cast. Okay, gotcha.
Ball therapy first.
What are the good and bad matchups for Eldrazi? I mean, any stompy deck like this with Chalice and a bunch of consigned to memory countering Chalice, that's not too bad. Stompy decks, I mean, good against, generally speaking, good against control, but can be a little bit worse against combo-y stuff. Breakfast, Painter, Reanimator, generally speaking, for stompy decks tend to be a little worse.
Kill combo? Because when you do like 4 cards.
Specifically for the Eldrazi deck, I think Painter and Breakfast, if I'm not mistaken, are a little tough. I haven't played this Eldrazi deck, but the control decks are a good matchup.
We're here, right? Low stakes and practice.
Worked really hard building. It's very simple. We share
Did you report?
everything else is normal. The player who cannot draw cards loses a game.
Okay, here's the Flesh Raker.
Me too.
Wasteland John.
Let's do one where you're on the play and one where you.
Okay, Wasteland takes out the Eldrazi Temple, prioritizing knocking Paulo down 2 mana. All right, a replacement Eldrazi Temple. Line Breaker.
Oh, yeah. I took festival.
I'll keep.
Let's do it. I'm going to cast this.
Ooh, nice pull off the top. Triumph of St. Catherine. Looks like a Surge foil. Wow. PVDH in the chat, a respected opinion always, says, I've had most issues with regular old blue-black frog and Grixis frog, but it's a bit build dependent. Okay. Okay.
So it's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So yeah, since I'm dealing, you want to go first?
Here's Thought-Knot Seer. We'll take a look at the hand. Lorien revealed, Prismatic Ending, and Terminus.
Two of us Mullen. By the way, I am going to do it. I'm going to take them all.
Oh wait, I just didn't even cast.
You don't do the 3 cards?
I didn't even look at the 3 cards.
Probably going to be Prismatic Ending here, I guess.
First card I drew. Go ahead.
Lindo, thank you for the sub, 7 months. Could take Lorien Reveal. I was just going to say, could take Lorien Reveal to prevent another land drop. That actually seems pretty good. Do we attack into St. Catherine here? Oh no, that doesn't really make sense, right? Isn't Thought-Knot Seer brand new? Oh, because Linebreaker. Okay. So gonna block Thought-Knot Seer to trade. It looks like some trample. some lifelink. And then gonna resolve St. Catherine's ability, then draw a card off Thought Not Seer. Is this being done in the right order? Hold on.
This would happen first because I'm a non-active player. So did you want to cut this or randomize it? Okay.
Okay, I guess it is being done in the right order now that I think about it. Okay. Active player, non-active player stuff. Happens, and then a card gets drawn.
Play a Mystery for it.
Looks like a Swords of Plowshares was drawn. That's pretty good for Jacob. Jacob not out of this game. Wasteland on the Tundra. Not too bad.
Still in your main phase. So with the way go game 3.
Okay, Linebreaker gets removed before combat. Null Drifter. Okay. Just going to draw 2. Null Drifter will die.
For turn.
You already wasted my turn.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Go to my turn.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good. Pass turn.
I'm equipping the ship.
I don't believe that Eldrazi spawn in the bottom right is in play. That might just be sitting there. Okay, here's that 5-drop that we were talking about earlier.
So it's now a 2-1. Fine.
I don't know if it matters.
Territory color.
We got the beats going.
Reveal, keep it in my hand.
Thank you, Simply Cole. Appreciate it.
14.
Attempt to cast Grindstone.
So yeah, it's name, and then I get the top card, you get milled, and it's an 8 card that I draw 2 cards. So I draw a card.
Okay, color has 7 power, so it's coming in for 7.
13.
Go ahead.
Play with Sanctuary tap. Yes.
Ugh, Mystic Sanctuary tap past the turn, not very good. Cavern of Souls. Land drop. Makes a landfall trigger. Thought Not Seer to hand.
Fable.
Harry Houdini excited about everything going on.
I'm getting blasted.
3,
Go ahead.
4, 2.
Yep. Yeah.
Thought Not Seer hits. Can't be countered. Force of Will, Terminus, Prismatic Ending, Jace. The Mind Sculptor.
You know what? Forget you.
Go ahead.
No respect for my
Nope.
I can't because then it'll die.
What's the right choice here? I guess Force of Will. Maybe Prismatic Ending. I don't know. All right, that is the match. Territory color and Thought Not Seer swing for lethal on the following turn. GG's. Eldrazi, everybody. Wow. Let's set up another poll for the chat, shall we? Which match next? Your options will be Painter versus Grixis Delver, Cloudpost versus Maverick, or Lands versus Cloudpost. 2 minutes. Get your votes in. Our Discord is up on your screen. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. We also have a Patreon. Let's see what's going on. This card, oh, it didn't get big. All right, this card looks really cool. I don't know how easy it is to see. 5 mana equipment. When it enters Manifest Dread, then attach it to that creature. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, Death Touch, and Lifelink. Equip, sacrifice a creature. This is interesting. This is interesting. Is it going to be a legacy staple? I don't know, but it's interesting. Neat reprint in the commander decks. Diabolic Vision. Does anybody watching right now remember Diabolic Vision and how cool that card looked? New Ponder. I like new versions of Legacy staples. I know it's not the OG art. I know that's hard for some of you, but it's interesting. This card's pretty cool. And then we got some miracles that maybe Force of Phil is going to be playing with. Who knows? Yeah, the OG art for Vision is nice. I just remember having that card in my collection as a kid and wanting to put it in my decks because it looked cool. And there were so few gold cards back then that I thought gold cards were good. Always. Almost out of time on this poll. It will be Painter versus Grixis. Roberts contributed 2,600 channel points. Thank you, Roberts. Roberts, get well soon. Let's set this up. Diving in. All right, we're underway. Grixis on the left, that would be David, and on the right we have Painter, that would be Adam. Fetching up a basic mountain, and Goblin Welder.
Drop.
Kind of a classic Legacy matchup, Painter versus Grixis Delver. This should be fun. Goblin Welder, a key card in the Painter deck. It's usually a card you want to eliminate on sight. Here's the Saga. Painter.
I'm going to put this. I'll go to 19.
So presenting multiple threats to deal with here. Painter is obviously part of the Painter Grindstone combo. Oh, I forgot to reset the score. This is game one. Painter, obviously part of the Painter Grindstone combo. Goblin Welder can do all kinds of nasty stuff with artifacts in the grave. And then Urza's Saga, of course, as you all know, sometimes just wins the game all on its own. So multiple threats already. All right, Painter Servant, it looks like getting targeted here. Simian Spirit Guide, Pyroblast. Fatal Push is countered. Blue is named. Blue is named by Painter. Yeah, I think David is actually playing the card Delver, but I can't be 100% sure until we see it. Here's a Brainstorm. Urza Saga can also dig up Grindstone when it hits Chapter 3, which is the other combo piece, and Adam will have enough mana to execute. Well, assuming Adam makes another land drop, actually. Okay, Lightning Bolt targeting Painter Servant. It looks like it's going to die. Goblin Welder could potentially bring it back. You'll sometimes see Grindstone get activated, hold priority, weld back in Painter, sacrificing Grindstone. So, Painter moving from the battlefield to the graveyard, not a super effective fix to the problem. All right, here's Soul Guide Lantern.
Oh no, you played it last turn. Yep. Sure. Yep.
Push.
Okay.
Okay, Fatal Push gets removed by Soul Guide Lantern. Looks like David is holding another copy of Bolt, which could eliminate Goblin Welder potentially. Grindstone, okay? This is going to be tough for David. The Goblin Welder presents some big issues here. No land drop for Adam could hold back the combo, though. Weed William, thank you for the resub. 22 months for Weed William. Weed William, do you... Yeah, never mind. I think we all have some questions for Weed William, but we're just going to leave it there.
Grindstone's fine.
Okay, Grindstone has resolved. Weed William says I'm a shadow. Okay. Okay.
Pass the turn.
People in the chat now begging Weed William for gifted subs. Interesting. Worth pointing out, you can see it a little bit below my little box right here. Adam is wearing a 90s Magic official 90s MTG t-shirt, and it looks great. Adam was telling me he was walking down the street, and people were just like, hey, nice shirt.
Photo mana?
Sure. With the search trigger on this deck. Or let me know when you go to search.
Dutch, thank you for the sub with Prime 2 months. Dutch says Legacy is the best format I think we all notice. Yes. Yes. It is the best format based on criteria that we conveniently chose so that it is the best format. Not talking about the price of the reserve list cards. We're leaving that out. It's the best format. But what about the play patterns? Dutch says, appreciate you providing the legacy content. I appreciate you being here. Couldn't do it without our subs. Our members over on YouTube, our members on Patreon, our members on our coffee page, our members in Discord. The members are holding up this channel, keeping it going. Without the members, I couldn't continue doing it. That's just the reality. So I appreciate everybody contributing, being a part of what I hope is something very enjoyable and keeping this hobby of ours fun and interesting. All right, Lion's Eye Diamond is the card placed in the top center of your screen. It has been selected after Urza Saga has reached its third chapter. We have floated a mana, and we could see some Welder, Grindstone, Painter action this turn using Lion's Eye Diamond to get us to 3 mana. All right, well, now making a land drop. Harry says this channel is great. Look forward to it weekly. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Harry. Also couldn't do it without Harry, a pillar of our community. Playing Simian Spirit Guide. Okay, to be honest, I did not expect that play, but here we are. Oh, I guess we're clearing out the hand for Lion's Eye Diamond. That makes some sense. That makes some sense. Goblin Welder is trapped in a little bit of glare. Sorry about that. So starting at the top of your screen, it's Lion's Eye Diamond, Goblin Welder, Soul Guide Lantern, Simian Spirit Guide, then Grindstone. There's a Painter in the yard, and no cards in hand for Adam, it looks like.
Pass to your upkeep.
Pass to upkeep.
Sure. On your upkeep, I will activate Grindstone targeting you, and then in response to the activation, attempt to weld Grindstone for Painter.
So the bolt is some defense here.
Assuming some like storm, maybe echo.
So the welder has happened. Grindstone ability is on the stack with Painter back on the board. Painter, I assume, has selected blue again. We haven't really seen a confirmation on that, but lightning bolt on Painter.
Extra source of potions. I don't know what's I'll exile.
All right, that was a pretty good bolt. Top 2 cards, Force of Will Volcanic. Grindstone's ability resolves, and then David will proceed to draw step. Survive 1 shot here. Soul Guide Lantern getting activated to eliminate the graveyard. I like that. Prevent a Murktide.
I do have Fluster Storms in my board.
I'll play Mishra's Bauble. I'll just take a look if you don't mind. Sure.
Maybe.
Mishra's Bauble taking a look. I did not see what that was. Maybe Twitch chat did. All right, untapping here. Goblin Welder still in the glare. No artifacts in play now. The sacking of Soul Guide Lantern looking a little uncomfortable at the moment because we don't have a way to weld, but we're attacking, so that's something.
So 3.
Right. During declare attackers.
I'm a realist.
I will.
Not a dreamer, like build a dreamer, which I do appreciate.
I'm gonna during declare attackers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I'll ping this,
And then I'll just follow.
and then I will double blocker.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, fortunately we didn't have to look at that Orc Army token for very long, but the team has been eliminated by an Orcish Bowmaster. This game just kind of fell apart for Adam at this point, I would say. Dragon's Rage Channeler has hit the board. David now going to start deploying some threats. I believe there's a Fatal Push in David's hand as well. And it looks like David's also holding a copy of Force of Will. Enlightened Tutor. That's going to get forced. Surveil, pitching Brainstorm.
I will put this in the DRC.
Creature,
And artifact. So
Okay, surveilling a Dragon's Rage Channeler into the yard will turn on Delirium, I think the players have pointed out.
Go ahead.
Draw. Swing for 1.
Yep. 18.
I'll play another DRC.
Unfortunately, that sacking of Soul Guide Lantern, it's always easier for me to say as a spectator watching this later, but the sacking of Soul Guide Lantern didn't work out. I mean, being able to attack 2 turns with Welder, if you replace that with 2 turns of welding back in Grindstone, then welding back in Painter, we potentially have a combo kill. We know David has Disruption in hand still. I see a Bolt and a Fatal Push in hand at this point. All right, that was a Goblin Crater Maker, and it looks like it killed a Dragon's Rage Channeler.
17.
Okay, no Delirium. No Delirium. I thought there was Delirium, but there apparently not. Psychic Frog. Okay. Yeah, just getting rid of the last artifact in play just did not work out. Philmatic, thank you for the resale with Prime 5 months. Basil's Bucks. There it is, everybody. The Psychic Frog. I'm just angry that they mashed up 2 of my all-time favorite cards, Psychotog and Shadow Mage Infiltrator, and made it a staple in my format. Just pisses me off.
Yep.
That's why I play pre-modern.
Come out during this. Sorry.
Wow, pre-war formalware making an appearance. Didn't expect that.
Are you sure? Okay, got it. So you have a choice.
So this resolves?
Yeah.
Okay, pre-war formalware will hit. We're taking a look at the graveyard, and Painter's Servant will be selected and reanimated, I guess, by pre-war formalware. Wow, placing the creature under the equipment? What is that?
Yep.
Vigilance.
Love it.
Go ahead.
During my upkeep, I will Fatal Push trigger.
Fatal Push on the Painter's Servant during his own upkeep. Looks like that's going to resolve. Painter dies.
I'm gonna put this land in the graveyard.
Okay.
So I'm Delirium now. I'll draw for the turn.
Okay, Delirium is officially up and running. Attacking here. Second Frog will trigger.
I'll play a Mishra's Bauble trigger.
That's a Mishra's Bauble.
I'll keep this on top. And then I will like to take a look at the top of your library if you wouldn't mind, please. Yeah. Because oh shit.
Can't quite see what that is.
Okay. Not expecting that.
Okay, apparently it wasn't a card David was expecting. I'm curious now what that will be.
Okay, trigger. Put this here.
Brainstorm into the graveyard. Oh, was that Ensnaring Bridge? Oh, if so, that's interesting. AP has arrived. Oh, we have to restart the stream. AP just arrived. We'll restart.
There we go. Draw. I like to pass your upkeep and draw a card.
Oh, I cast Veil, yeah.
Yep.
Try it. Sure.
Snaring Bridge will stick. Hellbent. And now living behind a bridge, which will be pretty difficult for David to beat. It looks like David just now drew a Force of Will too. Ouch. Ouch. Second Dragon's Rage Channelers, so everybody's going to have to hang back. Adam will be able to hide behind this bridge unless Adam draws cards we can't cast here.
Painter?
Sure.
Blue.
Sure.
Painter on blue. It's back on the board. How the heck is David going to beat this Ensnaring Bridge? A little bit of glare on the Ensnaring Bridge, but it is in the top center of your screen. Thinking about equipping here. I like that play.
And I'll pass.
End of turn.
So Painter Servant equipped with Pre-War Formalware. Fatal Push on the Painter. Might as well fire it off now. Surveil.
I'm gonna keep this card on top.
Yeah, the chat figuring out solution to the problem here. Brazen Borrower probably the only out. Yeah, Petty Theft is probably going to be the only way. Question will be how quickly can we get it? Goblin Welder. That's a nasty one. Might have to force that because it could bring back combo pieces.
I'll pass to my turn. Draw.
Okay, Welder resolved. Maybe David has a removal spell. Excuse me. Force of Phil pointing out that David said, "I'll pass to my turn." Yeah, that was kind of strange. Not to use that.
Oh, no, I'm casting Cyclip. Oh, okay.
Magus of the Moon. Ouch. Ah.
Yeah. And then join return.
Sure.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, it resolves.
End of turn.
Oh, there was still a bolt. Okay, fair enough. Double Surveil. That'll help us filter looking for... Oh, left it on top. Is that going to be the Brazen Borrower?
Pass to my turn.
Yep.
I'll draw this.
This has been a good game. Was it Brazen Borrower? I don't know. Fetching now. That was a ponder? Okay. Ponder could help look for it. Twitch chat can probably see the cards way better than I can. It's pretty small on my screen. All right, Murktide thrown in the trash. Don't need that. Misty thrown in the trash. Don't need that. All right, Ponder resolving here, looking for a way to beat Ensnaring Bridge. That looks like 2 lands and a Brainstorm. I can't really tell. All right, left the cards on top.
Sure. I'm going to wasteland your plateau.
Wasteland on Plateau. Okay. I'm going to cut Adam off of white. Adam's still hellbent, so no attacks. Pass the turn.
Turn all well. Formalware
Oh
for.
yeah. I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that. So I was just playing her Scaminator before the ban.
Activating Welder, targeting pre-war Formalware and Painter?
That's your first time playing this in paper. No, I played it.
So pre-war Formalware in the garbage now. Bringing back pre-war Formalware with Painter is actually pretty neat. All right, so drew an artifact. That's pretty good. Pretty good to use with the Welder now. And this could be combo time.
I can see yeah, the green with
Weld Painter for
yeah.
Formalware?
Yeah.
That was your one.
All right, Adam wins the game 1 Ensnaring Bridge, everybody.
This or just like
I'll keep this.
David will be on the play. Looks like both players kept 7. Turn 1 play as a ponder. I just spotted, I think, a Brazen Borrower.
Keep everything here. I'm missing.
Yeah, that bridge was really clutch. It saved Adam's butt there. That's why you put the cards in the deck, I guess.
Sure.
Urza's Saga, okay.
oh, you have those.
That'll pass.
Yeah, I think game 1 showed like why the Painter deck is so powerful. It presented so many must-answer situations for David, who just ran out of resources, ran out of, the ability to interact on the stack, and eventually, in that particular case, slammed Ensnaring Bridge. But you play the game out 100 different ways, maybe the Grindstone combo, or I don't know, a Chaos Defiler wins the game. Making constructs. There was no Urza Saga constructs in game 1. There's just a lot of different things the Painter deck has going on that present difficult. All right, so Red Elemental Blast takes out Psychic Frog. That was a little risky. Play around days. Or was there a mana available? I kind of missed it. All right, Ancient Tomb, follow-up Urza Saga number 2. We'll be able to start pumping out constructs now, which, again, is just another thing that David will have to deal with. Aside from combo, aside from Welder generating value. All right, playing a Painter now. Once again, presenting multiple things that have to be considered, at least, to deal with by David. Post-sideboard, though, there are some cards like Meltdown that can lead to some big blowouts in Delver favor. Force of Hill says Brainstorm, dump 2 lands, look for Borrower, still seemed available. There were a lot of looks there, but maybe I'm missing something. Like David wasn't digging hard enough for the Brazen Borrower? Is that what you mean? Not sure what Force of Hill is referring to. Okay, Urza Saga is reaching its final chapter. No constructs have been created yet.
I'm going to, in response to this search trigger. So I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, in response to the search, David has fetched.
Go ahead, please.
Pass turn on your keep 6 more times.
Search.
Okay, so getting out in front of a possible pithing needle on Flooded Strand by fetching there. I like that play. Heads up by David. Adam will now search. We could potentially see Grindstone here.
Sure.
It's the last card is Thornlight.
Yeah, the Ponder that left Wasteland on top and then wasted, I guess it was Plateau the previous game, didn't seem the best, but it was hard for me to say in the moment what else was in that top 3 or if, yeah, I don't know. Wave says it was Brainstorm, Wasteland, Fetch. Yeah, maybe the idea to strand a white card in hand, then Frog can attack.
Play new value, all the triggers are set. This is actually pretty
Activate targeting you.
Okay, that was Grindstone. It's getting activated. Painter is on the board, as you can see. Petty Theft on the Painter in response. Pyroblast.
They had triple
going to phase your Power Blast.
both games. They won.
So that's there. This is in my
And
hand.
then this resolves at once. So
Okay, so Petty Theft and then... oh, Milled Meltdown. All right, well, survived. Brazen Borrower on an adventure.
draw.
Grindstone on the board and Painter back in hand, so the combo is still available for a later time. Just we'll have to rebuild a little bit. Dragon's Rage Channeler hits the board.
So make sure I don't. Then this is
Trigger.
8.
Ponder Serval going to look for more disruption here, most likely. Could counter Painter on its way back down. Daze gets surveilled into the trash. That might not be good enough.
I'll keep these cards.
Dude, that is so fun.
Okay, those cards were kept, which tells Adam that we may have found disruption or counter magic. Basic Island. Pass the turn.
We played 6 games.
Looks like David's hand was Brainstorm, Daze, Grafdigger's Cage. Uh-oh, City of Traders, that's scary.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, I like that.
Sure.
Okay, plays another Grindstone. And then passes the turn. Okay. Maybe Adam has a read here that counter magic is available.
Trigger. Sure. Resolve Brainstorm.
All right, resolving Brainstorm after surveilling a land to the trash.
Because I replaced Galvanic Relay with the Doomsday package, but
Yeah.
now I feel like post-ban maybe
You should just play Galvanic
Relay
Relay.
is better. Yeah.
Yeah. You could also just play full.
Keep like this.
I mean, Mr. Kirk. You could just play full Epic game. The mod.
Yeah, the Force of Phil pointing out it's possible Pre-War Formalware could have brought back the Magus of the Moon, which could have been pretty gross.
That's the same deck, I think.
Yeah.
You said keep it like this. And
Yeah, so I have 2 cards on top here.
Okay.
I like to practice. Sure.
Playing good as game, but it plays like Wheel of Misfortune and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah. The one that.
Oh, did we just see a Brainstorm Ponder?
That's what I think.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ruby Storm doesn't.
Misty Rainforest gets cracked. Finds a Volk. Shuffles away some stuff.
Trigger.
No, I do resetting.
I'm gonna keep this on top now and resolve Ponder.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, kept the card on top with Surveil, so Found something we like.
Okay.
So number 3.
13.
I will also cast a turn.
Painter still in hand for Adam. Adam seems to think there's a Force of Will in hand. All right, casting the Painter.
Painter.
It resolves. I see a Fatal Push, Daze, and looks like Grafdigger's Cage in David's hand. Naming blue, once again. Urza's Saga gets played as land for turn, so Grindstone available.
Cast turn.
So hesitating to activate Grindstone here makes the removal spells a little bit worse in that if they try to initiate... Okay, Wasteland. If they try to initiate... with a removal spell, you can activate Grindstone in response.
I'll cast Fatal Push, targeting this.
Okay, kind of forced to move here by the Wasteland. Fatal Push on a Painter. Urza Saga destroyed. Grindstone will then resolve.
1 of 2. Wasteland Frog.
Wasteland and Psychic Frog.
And then I will pass a turn. Yep.
So 2 Grindstones on the board, no Painter no more.
Sure.
You have how many cards?
2.
I'll let yours.
Swords to Plowshares removes the threat. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Brazen Borrower gets flashed in.
Their 8th game right now. 2 3. Well, I got it too. I haven't won any yet.
You're not playing the actual Urza set.
No.
Psychic Frog, a great follow-up.
To one strategy.
Yeah, probably.
I've been telling him this for like a year now. Just do one thing and you'll beat everybody. Like, he's
Alright, game
really,
three.
he's a really good.
Okay, we're going to game 3. So far, this has been a great match. Going to game 3.
He doesn't want the easy one.
Yeah. I want easy.
Like my 2 games. Steal.
Richard and Pizza with a great question. Do people just buy newer versions of cards like Swords to Plowshares to match the thumbnail? Maybe. You really never know.
I'll keep this.
I'm going to keep this one.
DJ Fluffy has arrived. All right, both players have mulliganed to 6. It sounds like there's a lot of laughing in the background, which is a little interesting. Arid Mesa passed a turn. This is a serious Magic tournament we're watching. Not sure what's so funny. Yeah, Roberts, I'm with you. Why are people laughing? I was actually, this is true, I was at the local library earlier today. Nobody was laughing in there.
I guess it's as it comes into play, right?
Engineer.
Goblin Engineer on the stack. Misty Rainforest getting cracked in response.
Trigger surveil.
Scott coming in hot says reading is way serious business. You know what, Scott? Maybe.
We'll attempt to cast a brainstorm.
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Stancil says, what's the legacy deck? People who laugh are most likely to play my money is on Mississippi River. Oh, God, not that deck again. We're not calling it Mississippi River. Oh. D's on the engineer. It's pretty good. Heflo articulating what I was talking about before. Always feels like I'm playing on the back foot against Painter. They always threatening to combo or beat down with the tokens. Yeah, they're always threatening with something. It's a tough deck to play against. Seriously. Papa says, I wish the Painter player would have just kind of looked at his Spirit Guide and then the Wasteland just popped the Saga, then dare his opponent to call a bluff. His guide plus a tune to respond with, potentially letting him tap and play a third land to continue holding pattern proper. I'd have to rewatch it. I don't know.
Play the Force Will anyways. After all that work, you deserve one of these.
Yeah, it feels like you can never really relax against against Painter. I think that's the perfect way to put it. It always feels like a card off the top could be a big problem. Like that Ensnaring Bridge was. And the Magus of the Moon. All right, here's Psychic Frog. Psychic Frog in a deck with Red Blast and Power Blast, a creature that we can definitely deal with. How long will it stick around on the board? Maybe we're about to find out. It will be a priority to remove the Psychic Frog. Okay, just playing a Painter. Naming blue. Okay, both Painters have named blue. Pass the turn. Yes, Mr. Arch making a great point. There's essential tension to the deck where you don't know what kind of hand Painter kept, so you have to respect both the mid-range and the combo game plan. That's such a great point.
We're just gonna be filming daily shorts.
Next time I come.
And then also sometimes they have like the Agatha's Soul Cauldron combo going on, so you have to like be careful of that and like mind their graveyard.
Really good.
Sure.
Ensnaring Bridge is back. Okay, one card left in hand. There was a meltdown, but we have recovered. And play Simian Spirit Guide to empty out the hand. So Adam now hellbent with a bridge on the board again. Dragon's Race Channeler. Dragon's Race Channeler. Grafdigger's Cage, double Surveil. Psychic Frog in the trash. Flooded Strand in the trash. Grafdigger's Cage helps against the welder stuff.
Draw.
But that's exactly what we're talking about. Like, you could have Grafdigger's Cage in your opener, play that as your turn one play, let's say. And then your opponent just pumps out constructs and runs you over with, like, Shadow Spear or something. Or Pip-Boy 3000.
Sure, that'll pass.
Lava Spur Boots. And you're over here with a Grafdigger's Cage.
In response. Daze, double trigger.
Yeah, triggers are good. I'm gonna pay for this.
I'll keep this on top.
Okay, kept a card on top, which is interesting. Daze is paid for. So Swords of Plowshares were resolved. Psychic Frog is gone. David drew a card. What was it? All right, nothing that got played that turn. Imperial Recruiter. Searching the deck. Agent Potato says, does Jolted Awake see play? I have not seen that card. Niels, thank you for the resub. 22 months. Appreciate that.
Unearth something. Is that a cast?
It's a spell. Like
Like would Grafdigger stop me from unearthing something?
yes.
Yeah, because they can't enter or
It
cast.
it stops all reanimation stuff.
Yeah, they can't. It stops on Earth. No matter what.
Okay.
Okay, so Adam was asking about Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Does that get past Grafdigger's Cage? The answer is no.
I will actually.
Thinking about what to find with this Imperial Recruiter. Looks like Magus of the Moon is the choice currently. Magus of the Moon has hit the stack.
And pass.
Draw. Good.
Snaring Bridge has been so good in this match. Is there a way for Adam to... Well... We're going to need... All right, another Imperial Recruiter. I'm just trying to think how Adam's going to win this game. Looks like David is holding a bolt. Yeah, this one Canonist is found and cast.
Draw.
Could slow things down a bit.
Alright. I'm lucky. Double trigger X equals 3.
Meltdown X is 3. Holding up bolt. This could be disaster for Adam. Mishra's Bauble into the graveyard. Leaves another card on top.
Swing for 6. I flex. And then I will bolt.
Sure. Good games.
That is the match. Grixis Delver gets it. That was a great match. That was such a good match. And, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that one. GG's. GG's. That was a good one. That was a good one. We don't have many good ones on 90s MTG. That was a good one, though. Don't go anywhere. 2-minute break. All right, everybody. I am back. Thanks for waiting up for me. We will set up another poll for the Twitch chat to decide which match we will watch next. Let's set this up. Your options will be Lands versus Cloudpost, or Lands versus Grixis Delver, or Lands versus Cephalid Breakfast. 2 minutes to vote. This round's for the Lands fans. Get your votes in. I'm actually not sure how this one will go. All right, votes are coming in. Up on your screen is our Discord server. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. We also have a Patreon. Arash says, I hear that voting doesn't matter because you already know what's going to win. Interesting. Interesting. Little over a minute left. Close vote. People are going to try and rig this thing. I voted. I get one vote. One lousy vote. Had some good matches on today's stream so far. AP says your vote doesn't count. Chris picks all the matches he controls what you see. Hashtag Illuminati. Yeah, the thing is, it's my channel, so I do whatever I want. Do whatever I want. And as most of you that have been hanging out with us for a while are aware, this channel is completely corrupt. There's all kinds of payoffs and buying of equity happening behind the scenes. And usually when the poll ends in such a way that I do not prefer, we just say the mob won. And that's really it. I don't know. Close vote. ends in a tie. Mr. Arch contributed 2,200 channel points. Let's see if anyone with a big-time prestigious badge in the chat wants to choose either Cloudpost or Grixis. If not, we're going to see what Mr. Arch chose. Let's give a moment here to see if anybody with big-time badges in the chat wants to weigh in here. Cloudpost or Delver? Cloudpost or Delver? Curious what Mr. Arch voted for. Okay. Okay, I can see what Mr. Arch voted for. All right, so Anarchy Inducer, AP, Roberts, all with big-time badges said Cloudpost, and Mr. Arch said Cloudpost, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Arch loves democracy. I agree. All right, diving into another round.
Do you want to do odd even?
Yeah, sure.
I'll play Nurse's side.
We'll call it?
Even. 8. Okay, I'll go first.
Yep.
I'll cast a
Are
soul
you
deck.
revealing anything?
Nope.
Okay.
It's been a long time. So it's a pleasure. Oh, we should get the life counter.
I got this. You can use the digital.
Yeah.
Again, first time playing this deck, so
All right. Getting ready to go. On the left side of your screen, we have lands. That would be Derek. And on the right, we have Cloudpost. That would be Andy.
Trying to find a good spot for this life tracker. Do like this, and hopefully it's. I'm gonna have to put my my deck here just so like we're not used to this, but just so like the life counter can be seen. Hopefully everybody can see this. You're on the play though, right?
yes, I'm gonna send this back.
Okay, so Andy has taken a mulligan. Derek, thinking about it. Aviator says, pretty sure Andy is the reason I bought into Cloudpost. Is that true? I don't know. Does Andy have fans in the chat?
Pay for life and dismember.
Okay, I'll keep this.
You're on the play.
All right, Andy keeping 6, putting 1 on the bottom. We are ready to go. Basic Forest, Vexing Bauble.
Draw.
Yeah.
Oh, force mission. I'll do 19.
Go ahead.
Urza Saga trigger.
No, hit for 0.
Okay.
Oh, God, what is this counter? All right, Urza Saga has 1 chapter counter. We're getting fancy with the counters now. Oh, boy. Char Twin, thank you for the bits. Char Twin hanging out with us in the chat.
Need dice?
Yeah, sure.
Here, use this then.
Thank you.
Yes.
You want to see the...
Yeah.
Draw.
Okay, Vesuva has copied Urza Saga. That's interesting.
This is like a dial I have.
Right, so, okay, so +2.
Derek's Urza Saga has ticked up to 2.
Got it.
Okay.
So I have 1 mana floating. I'll find the max damage.
Trigger. Go. I have another one that's got.
Okay. Another Urza Saga. So 3 copies of Urza Saga on the board. One of them an actual factual copy in Vesuva, which now ticks up to 2. Not sure how much Vexing Bauble is going to matter in this match, but if Derek has a Mox Diamond trapped in hand now, that could matter. Tabernacle. Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I have this card.
This Urza Saga can dig up a Mox Diamond. That'll break through the Vexing Bauble. Floating a mana.
The search?
Yeah. I will attempt the life from below, target these two.
Yeah, it's fine. So let's double check.
I'll keep it open.
Oh, thank you.
I'll play Urza Saga as land for turn.
I'm gonna need Urza Saga.
And a Vexing Bauble.
Okay, Pithing Needle naming Urza Saga with an Urza Saga in play. We're getting funky now. This game is interesting so far. What is going on? All right, Needle on Saga. Bold.
4, 6, 4s. I'll pass.
Interesting. Okay. Draw?
Yep.
It's 3. I'm gonna flow a mana.
Yep.
I mean, if you're Andy here, do you just sack Vexing Bauble to draw a card? What's Vexing Bauble really doing? I don't really know. Crop rotation, sacking the Vesuva, which is a copy of Urza Saga. I'm assuming with its search trigger on the stack.
Okay.
I don't know much about the sleeves on Andy's side. I unfortunately can't read Japanese, or I'd tell you what those are.
I'll just get a Cloudpost.
Yep.
Oh, and also an artifact. I'll just do I'll just do another bottle.
No bubble, that's good. That's fine. Sounds good.
Okay, finds another Vexing Bauble.
Sounds good to me.
I'm super skeptical of that Needle on Urza Saga. Is anybody else with me on that?
Your turn.
Oh, wisdom saga.
Draw?
Yep.
That's true.
Trigger for the saga.
Just not really sure what that accomplished.
In response. Unless you
All right, Urza Saga cracks here, and now there are no Urza Sagas on the battlefield, no constructs either. Derek will search, find potentially Mox Diamond. And probably for the remainder of this game, the only person trying to Urza Saga will be Derek. And the lands decks these days are somewhat dependent on Urza Saga making a bunch of constructs and attacking. All right, discarding Rishadan Portal to Riftstone Portal to Mox Diamond.
What I can also do, make it easy, I'll leave the yard here. So just, the graveyard's going to be right here.
Earthbound saying Derek said Bauble for Pithing Needle? Is that true? I thought I heard Urza Saga.
I've never done this before, so I'll figure it out.
I'll play Tabernacle.
That's fine.
And I'll waste the ball.
Just balance it out.
Pass to you.
Six main tapping.
Okay, Thespian Stage. Pass the turn. Thespian Stage, Dark Depths combo. Another way for Derek to potentially win this game. Not much mana at the moment on Andy's side, but we're working on it.
What's up? Can you see what the ultimate is?
Yeah, sure.
And then 7, drop it.
Yavimaya allows Tabernacle to tap for mana.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Trigger?
It's a solid win comp.
So when you cast a spell,
Okay, Sowing Spawn, no kicker.
So
not
it's
kicked, right?
Yeah.
Nope. Just gotta search for something.
That's fine.
Okay, just gonna tutor for a land, put it into play.
Shuffle, that's fine.
And combat.
Do you have Delirium?
Sorcery instant. Yeah, that's it. I don't have it.
Okay. I'll take one. Go to 15.
I assume it's just going to be a... Oh, okay. Wasteland targeting Thespian Stage.
I'll use Thespian Stage to make it into a copy of Basic Forest.
Yeah, okay. Things are happening faster than I can process, I guess, but Thespian Stage just immediately becomes a basic and counters the Wasteland. That was not a very good Wasteland.
Go ahead. Cool. My turn? Yeah.
Heads up play by Derek, who's played this lands deck quite a bit. So Thespian Stage is now a basic forest. Maze of Ith, pass the turn. Tabernacle pays for sowing Mecha Spawn.
And
Amazing.
target Saga, Stage, and Wasteland. And I will pass turn.
Exile.
Yep.
3. Card.
Keep trigger.
Yep. I think I will pay it.
Karn, the Gate Creator, on the stack, using an Elvish Spirit Guide. And Karn will resolve after Derek floats some mana.
Have to count, right?
Take down.
We could probably just count what you have outside the library.
Yeah, that's just gonna make that.
Ticking down with Karn, we could see Liquid Metal Coating here.
What do you got here? Tormod's good? Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, no. Actually, hold on. Nope.
20 cards.
So you draw cards. Pretty good.
Right there.
Thinking for a moment about this Karn tutor.
Quarters. No, I mean, map.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Expedition map is found. It goes into hand.
The white mana. I'm gonna swords the that. So you go 23.
Yeah, the Tormod script would have been countered by Vexing Bauble. I think that's why Andy changed his mind there. All right. So passing the turn back to Derek. Karn, the Great Creator, on the board. No way to attack it right now. Mox Diamond shut off. Windswept Heath passed the turn.
4, 5.
Okay. I will play.
Ah, shoot. There's a game. Oh, never mind. Never mind. No, you're good. Sorry. Am I sure something? No man. All right, yeah, just want to make sure. Never mind.
Show your marks.
I will bubble myself first.
Okay, Karn will plus, targeting the Mox Diamond. It becomes a 0/0 and dies.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I actually can't cast bubble because the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This is
that's
our
fine.
counter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. Now we can shuffle both shuffle, I guess.
Okay, Expedition map is correct. Search. What will it be this time? Swords to Plowshares took out that Sowing Mecha Spawn, so no longer have an attacker on the board. Is this just going to be a Cloudpost? Yeah.
Yeah. Land for turn, right?
Yep. 2 mana. You're crack a bobble.
Yep.
Well, that confirms Needle is on Urza's Saga. Play a second Bauble, or a third Bauble. Second on the board.
And step crack. Let me search. I'm gonna get a Lush Portico. Surveil trigger.
Lush Portico, Surveil.
It's an interesting matchup.
This is very fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, Karn could potentially find Mycosynth Lattice next turn and end the game.
I will practice a draw.
Yeah.
3 cards, right?
There it is.
Dark Depths.
Wonderful card.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Delver.
We'll do it now.
I mean, it's a hell of a combo. that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this basic force to make it into a copy of Dark Depths.
No response.
Trigger for the Dark Depths.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay, so Derek is making a Merit Lich. But as Twitch chat just pointed out, Lattice. Well, Derek has an attacker, which complicates things. You can still attack under a Lattice lock.
Draw a card?
Yep. I have 5.
The Tabernacle would not kill Merit Lage.
Yep.
Tabernacle destroys. So Merit Lage is indestructible. You'll see Lance players don't pay for their Merit Lage with Tabernacle. Little trick. All right, Karn minusing here. What are we looking for? Karn could be under threat of an attack now. Gonna find... I believe that was Ensnaring Bridge.
This is hard. Got a lot of cards.
I have 5 cards.
5, 6.
Maybe I'll be in a fight.
2. I'm gonna stack it as I'm going to get rid of this.
Exile, right?
Yeah, sure. And then I'm gonna search.
Yeah.
Okay, so casting at Sowing Mikaspawn with Kicker here, exiling Lush Portico, and then searching for a land. What land will it be here? Mazavith, maybe? Try and hold back Karn, Merit Lage from attacking Karn. A little bit scary if Derek has Wasteland. Gothmog and Magic Ads showing up late. Caracas is a possibility. Seems like we're looking through the deck for a while. Okay, it'll be Caracas. That makes some sense.
Right?
Yes.
Battlefield. Okay.
I'm captured, so that's pretty sweet. You have protection?
Sure, it's balanced.
Okay, cool.
All right, Merit Lage eliminated by a Caracas. Sowing Mikaspawn did the job. Karn now awkwardly at 2 loyalty, though. So it'll have to tick up and then tick back down to find Lattice 2 turns from now. Thespian Stage. Pass the turn. Thespian Stage could get activated because Mazavith can tap for green mana. Mazavith might be used to hold back Mikaspawn. We'll see. Okay.
I'll keep this.
Yeah, just keep.
Lattice not very good without Karn still on the board.
Sure.
Wow. All right, minusing Karn. Karn dies. What are we looking for now? Lattice. Okay. Is there another Karn in hand? Playing Lattice.
It doesn't have the sleeve.
Lattice and then a Karn. And Derek has scooped it up. Okay, and no sleeve on the Lattice, which is interesting.
I just put this deck together. These are sleeves. So
Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Everything's good. It's just a sleeve. Says letting the audience know. So you're playing.
Okay, we're sleeving up the deck while we play, I guess. That's interesting. All right, game 1 goes to Cloudpost.
like something pretty important to the deck. Because I put it together so last minute.
Was it really last minute?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, last minute deck building, not sleeved up yet. All right. Reviewing that game 1, I just really did not like that needle on Urza Saga. I don't know what that really accomplished. What would have been a better name for Pithing Needle? I mean, we didn't know Karn was going to show up, but... The One Ring or Karn, yeah.
Ouch. Go to 18. Play legend.
Probably if it if it was me, I might have named the One Ring there. But Karn could be a good choice.
We're trying. We're trying.
Yeah. All right, Derek on the play here for game 2. Exploration, that's a good start. Lush Portico, Surveil.
I'm gonna bid this and pass.
Something different.
Once upon a time.
Yep.
All right, once upon a time, an excellent way to start a game. Mox Diamond was surveilled into the graveyard.
What's it? Once Upon a Time is 5 cards, right?
Once upon a time.
Or 4?
Okay,
Or
okay.
4, yeah.
Four's good. Four's good.
Was it Once Upon a Time? Yeah, we'll just check the errata.
What's happening?
Once Upon a Time. I thought it was 5. Once Upon a Time. Still very strong.
Are they wondering how many cards do you reveal with Once Upon a Time? It's 5.
I know it's creature or land.
Oh, dear.
It's 4 or 5. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll die after you.
Okay.
Yeah. Just bomb.
Oh yeah, this die is yours. Huh? Oh yeah, die. Yeah, it's just.
Well, anyway, looks like Eye of Ugin was found. Vesuva copying something.
Draw.
Probably Basic Forest. No Surveil, so it was Basic Forest.
Restoration. 1.
I'll be on the plate.
2.
Exploration into Wasteland, Tabernacle, Dark Depths. Okay? Okay? Derek not messing around?
Oh, okay. That is not bad. One card.
Not bad at all.
I'll try this.
Turn 1.
One card, huh?
One card left in hand for Derek.
Wow. Okay. Wasteland? Sure.
Magic Ads has gifted a sub 74 now on the channel for Magic Ads. Appreciate that.
Your Wasteland.
Waste your waste. Nothing for Derek to waste right now. The Vesuva is a copy of Basic Forest.
I'll float a colorless, and you play your land for turn, right? Cool.
Yes.
And a green. I'm gonna crop rotation away some. Search.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if Tabernacle should be in post sideboarding, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like a deck that Tabernacle is particularly good against because Andy also has Tabernacles in the deck.
Wax and bobble.
Cat's fine.
Robert's pointing out lands might not have a lot to take out. That's possible. I could see a game too where you know, Derek eliminates multiple lands with Loaming Wastelands or something like that, and then slams a Tabernacle, can't even have a Sowing Microspawn on the battlefield, and, you know, win that way.
I didn't draw that. Go ahead.
Oh, we had it. Okay.
That's why I wasted your waste.
Draw.
Yeah.
Haywire Might.
Sure.
Go.
Okay, Haywire Might hits the board. There's a Vexing Bauble on the board for Andy as well. I mean, I'm not a Cloudpost player too, but do you need Vexing Bauble in this matchup? Does that get sided out most of the time? Once upon a time.
5 cards. Yep.
Like, what does Vexing Bauble really do against lands? Other than Mox Diamond, it doesn't really do anything.
That's fine.
Let me know if you want to shuffle this. Whenever.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. I figured as much.
Could just be cycled, yeah.
Another post.
Yep.
Not another. First post. Go ahead.
Sure. Untap trigger for Tabby. I'll pass.
Yeah.
Draw.
Yeah. Draw.
Yeah, see, Tabernacle's just taxing Derek right now, and Andy completely unaffected by the whole thing.
Semi-phase. Ancient Tomb. Sure. Go.
Ancient Tomb passed a turn. Derek hellbent. Andy's slowly accumulating some mana. Could get scary. Start to see the Mika spawns start to hit. Vesuva is a copy of Basic Forest. Caracas, pretty good insurance against Merit Lage. That's an Urza's Tower. Karn. Okay.
I don't think you can.
Well, it's on stack.
Yeah.
Cards? What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna say this is on the stack.
Yeah, I'm just debating about if I'm going to use it on the bubble.
Thinking about sacking Haywire Might to hit the Vexing Bauble?
If you don't use it now, I can't.
I mean, you want a creature to attack Karn, right?
Yeah.
There's something that's even worth it.
Does not seem necessary to sack Haywire Might here. All right, we're gonna let Karn resolve.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know what blowing up Vexing Bubble accomplishes. That's a dead card on board as far as I'm concerned. Haywire Might does not need to use its ability. Its ability is now shut off, which sucks potentially. But at least now we have an attacker, and chipping away at Karn's loyalty is relevant. Okay, Expedition Map is selected. It's now in hand. An attack from Haywire Might here could make it so Karn can't minus again next turn without putting itself in the trash.
Just tabby. Draw.
Kind of curious what's in your hand.
Attack Karn.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
Karn ticks down to 2 loyalty. Derek needs Loam.
Yeah. So you got 10.
Loam with the double expiration could be so powerful.
Late Wasteland. Maybe should have named it Wasteland.
Well, it looks like there's one card in hand and it's dead.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna do map.
Map is fine.
I'm gonna crack the map.
Yep.
Okay, playing the map, cracking the map. What are we looking for?
I guess the pretty just the brazen power.
For a planar nexus.
Okay, Planar Nexus that will allow Urza's Tower to tap for 3. Cloudpost also sees it as a locus.
It's a post.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's not like all 3 of them in one. It's just an Urza land.
So I got to dodge one draw step.
All right, sure.
Could be worse.
And then
Could be worse.
2 mana here. Ground seal.
Cards are great at paying charge spells or boost. Yeah. That's fine.
Ground Seal pretty good against Loam. Gonna draw a card.
Pick up.
Yeah.
Whatever. Attack.
Or your enemy. Okay.
Animated Vexing Bauble and attacking. I mean, if you keep Vexing Bauble back on defense, then Haywire Might can't attack Karn. I think you are better off just keeping Vexing Bauble back as a blocker, right? Urza's Saga, that's not too bad for Derek.
I'll attack Karn.
Karn ticks back down to 2. This is kind of going to be a sad race between these two 1/1s, maybe.
How many cards in your hand?
5.
I'll pass.
5 cards in Andy's hand, 1 for Derek. Urza's Saga with 1 chapter counter on it. Urza's Saga could potentially present a serious threat for Andy. Karn the Great Creator, of course, shuts off any artifacts that have activated abilities, but the construct's unaffected. That was Eye of Ugin.
1, 2. 3, 4, 5. 6. Yes.
Sowing Mika Spawn with Kicker, targeting Urza's Saga. Next to the forest on Derek's side is Lush Portico.
Right?
Yes.
I'll float a colors in response.
All right, Urza's Saga is exiled. Derek floated a mana. And now the Mika Spawn will look for a land. What will it be? Cloudpost. Okay.
He has 3 3, 4. I've been telling this for like a year. And you'll beat everybody. He's really good. He's a challenge. He wants to like get a challenge. Yeah. He doesn't want to.
I don't think we've seen Karn get activated yet this turn. Making 4 mana now.
Actually, this has 3. Okay. 3, 4 mana. 3 mana, filter a green. Okay. 1 floating. Oh, actually, I can't do that.
You can cast it, you just won't be able to target it.
Yeah. Well, if I can't target, I can't cast it.
It's up to 3. It's up to 3 lands.
Oh, up to. Okay.
Yeah, if you want the yard, you won't welcome to.
Nah, of course not. Go ahead.
Okay, a bit awkward. Life in the Loam shut off for Andy. And, yeah.
Break for life, attempted to.
I'll just pass.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Command for 7.
Modes?
No. For 5. Okay. Nodes, scry and draw, as well as 5.
5 dudes? Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Kozilek's command. X is 5. Gonna do the scry mode and the Eldrazi spawn mode. Kozilek's command, a legacy staple at this point, I think I would say. This card is sweet.
Yeah, so you scry and then just draw. That's fine. Yeah.
I'm a little bit nervous to see what these Eldrazi spawn tokens look like. Is that supposed to be the Eldrazi spawn, the sleeve on the table? I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Oh, what's the point then? Okay. Okay. I would just use 5.
Oh, so upkeep. Yeah, you use the 5. Sure.
Okay, there was a Tabernacle, which is apparently now leading to the death of the 5 spawns. Oh, man. All right, activating Eye of Ugin using all that mana, so maybe working out here.
Is that sounds mentioned? Never seen you maze, right? You play how many copies of maze?
2 maze.
There have been some stumbles in this game, but this is still a good game. Sowing Maker Spawn is found by Eye of Ugin. Also going to sack a Vexing Bauble.
Wasteland, usually is good enough.
Or like.
At the very least, I think this game has been educational to watch, and I mean that sincerely. There's a lot to learn from watching this. These players figure this out. Andy did say this is his first time playing this deck.
Phone's like very close to dead.
Yep.
I'm going to exile this and I search for it.
That's fine.
Okay, Sowing Maker Spawn, targeting Dark Depths, and then search for a land.
Standard. I guess I could have gotten owned by Blood Moon there, but
At that spot, I'm just trying to maximize my draw, so I have to crank that coup. Yeah, I can play.
Okay, Urza's Tower is found. It's put on the battlefield. It can tap for 3 mana. It will be used immediately. 4. By the way, have we missed a few turns of Karn activations? Has Karn just been stuck at 2? I don't know.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, you don't have Tron though. You don't have Tron right now.
Planar Nexus. This is an Urza Saga. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is an Urza's power plant.
Cast some of the rest
Urza's
of
flying.
removal after.
Does that work like that? I thought it's just it's Urza. All right, that's fine.
That's in it's
Chris,
I'm not really sure.
Planar Nexus, does this see as all 3 of like the Tron lands?
Yeah.
It does? Okay, thank you.
yeah, that's cool part about it.
Okay, I was getting a judge call in the background there, just to want to make sure everybody hears how Planar Nexus works. It does count as an Urza's Mine and an Urza's Power Plant and an Urza's Tower. So Urza's Tower sees both on the battlefield and taps for 3 mana. That's how that works.
I'll say go.
Untap a trigger for the tap.
And for legal reasons, I have to say I am not legally a judge. but I got to ask Judge questions because it seems like I know what's going on.
Yeah, Riftstone Portal's a land. 21. Have you 19?
But nobody actually knows if I'm a judge or not.
Pass.
Okay.
Tabby, of course.
3 out of 4 lands.
I think the thing is they confuse Judge Mental with Magic Judge, and that's why.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me with that.
I wanted the Sagas because like everything you know, like take out the frog and have like 24.
I'm a judgmental guy. All right, Karn has minus now. Karn will look for something. What will it be?
Bashing that face with the house.
Oh my god, did I not?
Way too slow. Like, you know, performance, a lot of like wastelands.
What?
Like if I got constructs, I can just attack Tabio out.
Yeah, remember you said
take out the frog ability.
I'm gonna respond.
Okay, Karn plus Lattice. Lattice on the stack. That is a Riftstone Portal bottom left.
It keeps you busy, like you know, like if I don't need to like close out the game, I just need to like keep applying pressure. And, like, you know, hopefully you run out of stuff, but then I just load.
I'm gonna float 3 colors. And I'm gonna float 2. I'm gonna go
That's
19.
like 3 copies in total.
And yeah, you have a lattice.
Okay, so Derek floating a whole bunch of mana, maybe going to cast a Force of Vigor.
I'll leave 1 colors floating. I'm gonna hard cast Force of Vigor. Let's see.
A little bit awkward
Everything's
to.
hard cast, so I wanna make sure.
A little bit awkward to hit the ground seal here now that we know Andy has Loam in hand.
You have full grip, right?
Yeah.
So destroy effect, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hit both of these.
Huh? This is not an artifact.
It's an artifact from the.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, permanents are artifacts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
hit both of these. Yep.
You got it. That's
Great catch by Derek. I just completely missed that. Karn is an artifact, so you can blow it up with Force of Vigor there. So Karn and Lattice die. An excellent Force of Vigor for Derek.
Yeah, I'm at 15 because I gained 2
I forgot about that.
from the Warmind. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then these are 8. Okay?
Yep.
That's 12. Emrakul.
So I'm gonna gain control all creatures. I have no creatures. It's fine.
It's just a 12-12.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, this is the new Emrakul. What's it called again? It's called The World Anew. Emrakul, The World Anew. I'm gonna get the text up on the screen. It's on the board.
Loam, I'm not going to target anything.
Okay, life from the loam, no targets, throws it in the trash. Not a lot to gain from that at this point with Ground Seal on the board.
Okay.
So let's say you crop rotation into Maze of It. You cannot target it. That entered the battlefield, right?
No one leaves. Okay, I just want to make sure. So, okay, cool. You may continue. Oh, tap. Oh, you pay tap.
What are they saying?
Okay, declare attack.
Sure. Make sure there's no attack triggers in there.
Nope.
Cool. Before blocks, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crop rotation, sacrifice the Riftstone Portal.
Oh no.
Yep.
How much mana do you have open right now?
1, 2. Many. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Well, that's funny. So I just want to make sure I read that. All right, cool. So I'm going to go to Caracas. I'm going to bounce your Emrakul.
Okay.
So then trigger for where it leaves battlefield sacrifice creatures.
No, actually, you cannot do that because permanent that came into play this turn. See? Protection from permanents.
Oh no, from permanents that were cast this turn. This isn't casting.
Oh, okay. interesting.
It's just putting into play. This it would have protection from this, but not from that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so this bounced in my hand,
And then,
sacrificed all creatures.
Yep.
Okay, well that's...
I made sure I read it really carefully.
That's
with
crazy.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
All right, and yeah. Okay, cool.
No problem. All right.
Oh dear God! What a. Oh.
I have no cards now.
Well, this is the flash. So you put your intel on the stat, and then I respond by
Yep.
play this.
8.
All right, Emrakul gets redeployed again. 12 mana, and I guess it'll get Caracas again. I don't know.
Doing that. One ring.
Sure. Trigger, yep. Draw a card.
The One Ring, draw a card. Okay.
Go ahead.
Emrakul, the World Anew kind of sucks. That card is trash.
I'll pass. Yep. Take one. 18.
Who makes these cards?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mind spawn. Trigger.
Okay, Mikospawn could potentially deal with the Caracas. For now, unfortunately, when we bounce this, Emrakul is gonna die though. Oh my God, this Emrakul sucks.
Response to it. And then, yeah. That's fine, it's exile.
Okay, Caracas is exiled. So Mikospawn will look for a land. One card in Derek's hand. If Derek plays a Caracas, we might have to end the stream.
Echoing deep.
Echoing Deep. Okay, what are we copying?
Wasteland.
Yep.
Okay. Echoing Deep is a copy of Wasteland.
Power Slave. Power Slave. Draw 2, yeah. Yep.
Wasn't the Sowing Mikospawn supposed to die? I don't know what's happening.
Sure. Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Huh?
The dice? It's draw 2, so the color is...
Yeah, it should be a 2.
Oh. Sure.
Oh, it bounced Emrakul with Mikospawn was still in the stack. You're right. Maybe at this point I'm just looking for things to point out that went wrong. Okay, there's a lot to keep track of here. Let's not get too carried away. One ring leads to 2 damage to Andy. The Echoing Deeps right next to me here is a Wasteland. These players are figuring it out. Drawing 3 cards off the One Ring. Emrakul and Sowing Mikospawn could attack for lethal this turn.
Yeah.
Exactly 50.
Yeah, you got me. Okay, good match.
That is the match. GG's. Andy gets it with Cloudpost. That was fun. They did their best. And it was fun. It was fun to watch. Good games. Good job, Andy. Good job, Derek. Every once in a while, we'll have a match on stream where just like a bunch of errors get made, a bunch of mistakes get made, and it is what it is. We're all just having fun. Not a big deal. Okay. Where are we on time? We got time. Let's set up another poll for the Twitch chat. Which match next? Options will be Lands versus Grixis Delver, Lands versus Breakfast, or Breakfast versus Grixis Delver. 2 minutes to vote. Get your votes in. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Kind of like a Skyclave apparition of sorts. That's a cool card. Can you find this with Recruiter? You can't, right? Because it's a vehicle? Yeah. All right, about a minute left to vote. You can find it with Goblin Engineer. That's true. Will this card ever come back to Legacy, does anybody think? Zerda? I never played a match against Zerda. A Legacy match. Schmid, thank you for the resale with Prime. 2 months. That's a new badge. Appreciate that. Almost out of time on this poll. Close poll. Close poll. Almost out of time. People trying to rig it. Lands versus Breakfast. BCS contributed 4,800 channel points. Let's do it. Diving in.
Two
I feel like the Dragon Shields stick.
Yeah,
After
two
a
regular
little bit.
lands.
I always feel like I've had a better shuffling experience.
And an Emerald. Already.
Okay, we have Harrison on the left with Cephalid Breakfast. On the right, we have Shane with Lands. Looks like Harrison has taken a mulligan.
Maybe 5 I don't know. Turn 2 something. 1, 2, 3.
We got a couple of hurtful hands. This is my right.
Good. See that hand? Kozilek's Command and the One Ring. Those are your lands of choice.
I guess I take Kozilek's command.
Good. Oh man.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll stay. I'll stay at 5. Alright?
Good. No, I don't.
We don't want to buy.
Okay, we're getting set up here. So, all right, I'll say it again once we get started.
Nicotine's okay. Wow, sorry, they just uploaded this app. And now
No.
there's
Oh, you want to do that in the other one? Right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, totally.
Commander's ruining everything.
Yep.
I got oh, cool. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Harrison. So we got life totals on the table. Thank you to the players for that.
We'll play a Misty Rainforest.
A mull to 5 for Harrison, a mull to 6 for Shane. 5 for Harrison, 6 for Shane. Misty Rainforest passed the turn. Lush Portico. Start the game for Shane.
Ooh, Lush is that's good.
So Harrison, I don't know if Harrison's been on stream recently. I can't remember. But Harrison kind of has a funny history on 90s MTG. I was in Seattle This is, I believe, 2022. I was in Seattle, recorded some matches for 90s MTG at Mock's boarding house. And Harrison was there playing 8-cast and played against a deck that nobody had seen before. Some people had, but very few people had seen before. Creative Technique. The deck that hasn't been seen for a while now. But the Creative Technique deck, and Harrison played an epic match on stream against Creative Technique, and me and the chat were trying to figure out what this deck even does, and the match is one of the most watched matches on our YouTube channel, because I guess when the Creative Technique deck got a little popular, people were watching, trying to figure out what the heck is going on with this deck. So now Harrison's in New York, and we're watching Harrison on stream once again. So a little bit of 90s MTG history there. Nadu surveilled into the yard with Meticulous Archive. I don't know how interesting that story was, but I think it's interesting. 90s MTG is somewhat global, I guess. All right, Brainstorm.
1, 2, 3, 3.
Really? That's really.
So if you head over to our YouTube channel, long story short, there's an 8-cast versus Creative Technique match with Harrison over in Seattle, which is kind of fun. I just like that we're connecting with people all over the world. I think that's fun.
I'm gonna put those back. You can still, what's it called? And all past turn. Yeah.
And it was a match against the creator of the Creative Technique deck. Okay, so we're going to end that story for now. Mox Diamond, okay.
1, 2.
Mr. Arch with a great question. Eternal Weekend for you this year, Chris. I'm thinking about it, but probably not. Is everybody else going? Who's going? Maze of Ith discarded. Wasteland on the Meticulous Archive.
Wow. Past turn.
Ooh, no land drop. So that Wasteland was amazing.
Play Mox Diamond. Cool. Discard Dark Depths. Yep.
Then I'll stack.
Of course, Dark.
Ooh, Crucible of Worlds. After discarding Dark Depths to a Mox Diamond, Harrison will scoop it up. We're going to game 2.
Actually, all my rituals are in the grave.
Better to pay 1.
I think it's still.
Schmidt says, I'm heading out with the Buffalo, New York squad if you need a hotel room. All right, fair enough.
I honestly don't know what's going to
That's gonna be.
Yeah, I'll get this.
All right, one card on the bottom for Shane. Reject. Thank you for the resub with Prime. 2 months. That's a new badge. Appreciate it. Urza Saga is the turn 1 play for Harrison this time.
For the last 2 days.
This Urza Saga could potentially find Shuko when it ticks up to Chapter 3. We'll see if Shane has another strong start.
I will pass. I can turn on Edict. No, all my Edicts are gone.
As most of you watching this channel are aware at this point, if you've been hanging out with us, land's not the best against fast-ish combo. Just doesn't really have a lot of great ways to interact in an early game. So Breakfast, probably the favored deck here, I would say. But as we saw in game 1, things can go Shane's way, and could work out. So turn 1 Savannah. Exploration into Wasteland could be nice.
It's nice. You could have kept it, Dave.
Attack now.
Or Mox Diamond into Sphere Resistance, something like that.
It's a little wonky. Then I was like,
Yep.
are those things? Or like, are
Yeah,
those
yeah.
corners?
Yeah. Oh no. What was I going to drop to that? It goes like square. Oh my god. One draw away. One draw away. Alright, well,
Okay, Expedition map.
And that was still. Drop. Go to 2.
Or the Saga will tick up to 2. Flooded Strand.
I will pass turn. Alrighty.
That's a nice sig.
Oh, thank you. Working on my collection here.
But I'm not even leaning in against you. That's the thing. It's like everything I have is a it's like actually the whole thing.
Shane trying to figure out the follow-up. Windswept Heath. Urza Saga can't make any constructs, but that's not probably why it's there. We're going to look for Shuko, which is a combo piece. Windswept Heath gets cracked.
Banking on blocking that too.
Forest.
My deck is sick.
Thanks, man. That's right.
Sure.
Okay, crop rotation resolves. Could be looking for a wasteland here, and that will be what happens. And I assume it's going to blow up the Urza Saga immediately.
In response. Sure. So this is your wastelanding the Zaza?
Yes. So, wasteland.
Yeah. In response, crack this.
Okay, so Wasteland has targeted Urza Saga. In response, cracking Flooded Strand. Maybe we're going to see a Wizard Cycle here, or... Wait, does that cost 3? I can't remember.
We're gonna step through.
It is 2. Okay. Second guess myself for a moment there. Step through, getting Wizard Cycled. Gonna look for a Wizard. Most likely it will be Void Mage Prodigy. Right, chat?
Yes.
In my hand.
Cephalid Illusionist is in hand.
Really love having
I don't like it.
instant speed, uncounterable D2.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
When I first saw this list, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cute." And then I started playing. I was like, "Oh, that's actually insane."
Okay. Yeah, HG pointing out that Step Through has been on the watch list for quite some time. The watch list contains Step Through, Uro, Murktide Regent, Expressive Iteration, and Yorion. No, Frog isn't on the watch list, no.
Pass the turn to you. Draw.
Mr. Art says, can you elaborate on what we're still waiting to see from Murktide before we take action? So Murktide, as all of you know, has a 53% win rate and is in 16% of decks. So, whatever. I made the mistake of looking at the MTG Legacy Reddit earlier today and saw people talking about, like, there were 2 events with, like, 50 players or whatever that had, like, multiple frogs in the top 8, and people were freaking out. It's just all not for me, folks.
Hand. It does.
It's just, like, perpetual freak out and rage. Reject says Frog is beyond fair, doesn't need to be on the watch list. Magic Ad says who has the spreadsheets and are they updated? Magic Ads, I promise you the spreadsheets are completely up to date and they're being watched very closely. Here's a wasteland.
That I'm looking for.
The side foil wasteland is so sick.
Probably my prized Magic possession.
No, my friend runs lands, and his Tabby and Beta Savannah are his.
Yeah, the watch list is password protected, and the spreadsheets are too.
This will trigger 2.
Let's go to combat. Swing for 3.
Oh, so it's all.
Ancient Chain.
Yeah.
All right, There's Wasteland. Gonna try and hit Saga. We're gonna make a construct. It's something.
Got it. It's in there.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier on today's stream a mashup of Psychotog and Shadow Mage Infiltrator, two beloved cards, is just too much. It's just too much for me.
We'll pass the turn. Okay, how about that? Cool.
And I didn't want it in my format.
That time the mind trick worked. Card.
All right, so that's a construct token on the board.
Basuba copying Ancient Tomb. Cliff. And pass the turn. What's that? Yeah. Draw it. Do I want to I will go to combat and swing for one.
All right, the sad 1/1 construct attacks. Constructs smaller than 2/2 are just considered sad.
Sure. Saga? Yeah. I don't know what you could be getting out of this Saga. Shadow Spirit? Yeah. How many cards in hand?
5 cards in Shane's hand, so that could potentially be holding interaction for Harrison's combos. Hi Zero with a question. Then this is a legitimate question. Will Frog be legal in January 2025? So there is a ban announcement in December. That might make for a fun prediction poll, actually, just for fun. Will Psychic Frog be legal in Legacy January 2025? Yes or no? We'll give Twitch chat a minute to make predictions, and we'll see what happens. Oh, crap. I did the wrong thing. Hold on. I didn't want to do a prediction poll. I wanted to do a poll. Where's the... shoot. Yeah, I got to do it all over again. Will Psychic Frog be legal in Legacy in January 2025? Yes or no? All right, Hedge Maze is found with a fetch. It's going to surveil.
I was like, the last time I played against another Saga deck, I was completely zoned out. And then they're like, so you're...
Duplo making a great point. Remember Bowmasters is on the watch list? Yeah. Bowmasters is how many Bowmasters were in the top 8 of the MTGO thing? I don't know.
Hedge Maze trigger? Yep.
What does the new card do? Oh, yeah, that seems busted. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's weird. Oh, yeah, they probably should have tested that better, yeah. All right. Nice catching up with you.
Is it ATB trigger? You know, it's not technically an ATB trigger, but or just when it comes into effectively, it's a replacement effect. So it's. Can I read it? Yeah, go for it. I think the Oracle text is actually not the same as what it says on there, but it either comes into play or you. Is it one of those like as it comes into play? Yeah, as it comes into play, you have to discard it, okay, or else it goes to the graveyard. It's like a what's it called?
All right. Will Psychic Frog be legal in Legacy January 2025? Poll is live in the chat. People are voting. Not sure why you'd want to rig that poll, but you can.
Has to be a stage. Done. They show.
There is choke. That is quite disruptive right there.
Yeah, choke results. All right, then I'll pass. Cool. Untap. That's not enough. Yes, you're right. No worries.
So choke is on the board, just a basic planes, just a 1/1 construct. This game not going too badly for Shane.
Been a lot of fun. We're gonna do it again. All right. Player is aside. It ain't broke. Actually,
Yeah, might as well.
Yep. Oh god, that was such a punt. If you want to play a different land, you can play it. Good. You now have knowledge. I'm gonna play a Tundra. Tap.
Okay, Tundra and Serenity. Okay. Okay.
That's during your upkeep, right? Huh? That's on your upkeep? Yes. Sure. Okay. I don't love that.
All right, that Serenity is not going to be too bad. It'll blow up choke and Mox Diamond on upkeep.
Elvish Reclaimer. Sure. Pass. Cool. I don't untap. Right. This untaps. Then these get blown.
Okay, Serenity will pop, blowing up choke, Mox Diamond, the construct, and itself.
Return. Oh wait, I will. No, because this doesn't produce two.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I forgot that was the second spell you played.
No, it's that I couldn't use the ancient two.
Right.
Okay, now we see why that Urza Saga as the land drop was a punt that Harrison corrected. Vexing Bauble, okay. It's fine. We saw a Vexing Bauble against lands on an earlier match on today's stream, and it just doesn't seem very useful against lands.
Wasteland.
Seems like a card you can side out in this matchup, but I'm not a player of Breakfast or lands, so there may be something I'm missing. Please let me know if there is.
Untap.
So with choke cleared, the islands will untap. Let's see if Harrison can combo. Yeah, Vexing Bauble does stop Dread Return and Cabal Therapy. Swords on the Reclaimer.
Sure, I will, in response, activate. Cool.
So even if you had like a flash creature, it's still amazing.
Activating Reclaimer in response to a Swords, finding Urza Saga.
That's good. I think that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does react to Endurance and stops Mox Diamond, but as someone in the chat just pointed out, it also stops your own Dread Return and Cabal Therapy flashbacks, so you can't even combo.
Yeah, I think you had a very sound game plan of holding up with Card and Bridge and just trying to plus card for the.
At least not that way.
It just so happened they found Seid exactly that turn to blow up.
I mean, on that turn, what time is this? Yeah, to play a Nomads.
Yeah.
And then I will tap.
Yeah, you can sack it, yeah, but then you open up the Endurance back again, you know. All right, so Cephalid Illusionist and Nomads and Core combo happening here.
So if you had a turn,
If I just got the lattice,
There you go. Dread Returns there.
then you probably just would have wasted the ancient two.
yeah, definitely. Which is still a good play for you.
There's Cabal Therapy. What's the card next to Cabal Therapy? Is that Dread Return, another version? Narcomoeba enters.
At this point, I'm gonna crack Vexing Ball.
Okay, Vexing Bauble gets cracked.
And then I will cast Cabal Therapy, sacking Narcomoeba. I will
Mind if I look already?
Huh? Yeah.
Mind if I look at this?
Oh, sorry, I gotta take these. Oh, yeah, take them out. Cool, take out the Vexing Balls. So you're good. No, the side. Oh, the Karn pieces. Karn pieces.
Okay, so Shane has seen enough. We are going to game 3.
Karn. Oh, shit. Yeah, she'll do it.
Fine, I will go first. First time.
Okay, Shane is on the play.
But that's the problem with
Mike's Yeah?
Yeah, I'll keep this one.
The Croc is
Yeah, let's give this. Graceland. Ready?
I'm ready. Double colorless.
Cool. Portico.
Yep.
Okay, Lush Portico, Cervelle. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Vexing Bauble in Breakfast based on what we've seen so far. Especially not against lands. Like if you want to have Vexing Bauble and like bring it in against, I don't know, Storm or something, okay, that's fine. Here's Nomads and Core. Okay, Sylvan Library.
Again, too. Go ahead.
Okay, here's Cephalid Illusionist. Fist bump. That ends the game. That is it. Shane had nothing. GG's, I guess. Wow. Okay. There you go. There you go. Exciting. Cephalid Breakfast, everybody. Harrison got that one. I guess Shane was hoping to find disruption with that Sylvan Library. Unsure. All right, everybody, stick around for a raid. That wraps it up for me for this week. We did stream yesterday, so you could go back and watch that stream if you want more 90s MTG, or head over to our YouTube channel and hang out with us on there. Maybe leave a comment, hit the like button. Who knows? See you later, everybody. Peace out.